Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check-in. Today we'll go with a classic read. I'll be honest with you, I was doubting whether to come on at all today. First of all, because I've got a bit of a sore throat and I need a little bit of time to tend to it. It kind of came up today, so yeah, it will take a little while. There may be some days in the coming days where I may decide not to do this, just to give myself enough energy, and grace and love to recover, because talking might be difficult. But also I realized that, recently something happened again with the algorithms of YouTube, and I'm back to not getting views, my videos not being shown to people. And I understand that the stats that tell you how much are people interested, when they see it, do they click through, all that looks good, which just means that not many people even get to see my videos. So it is a little discouraging, and of course every time it makes me think a little bit of whether I should even be doing these readings every day. So guys, if you are interested in receiving this every day, please let me know in the comments. Like the video, definitely share it, maybe on your page. You can even share it as a link on Instagram or any other socials, or just send it to a friend in WhatsApp and messages and wherever, spread the word. And hopefully I'll keep doing this. I mean, right now this is my main channel where I'm posting every day, but I might easily change that around and I'll be posting very frequently on Mindful Bamboo channel, and then this one is gonna be more of okay, it's full moon, let's see what's coming up for the twins. But there's a good chance that it's not gonna be a daily reading, maybe a weekly, something like that. So let me know if this is of interest, if this is helpful to you. If so, I'd like to continue doing it. If not, it just doesn't make sense for me to be spending my energy this way. And of course, remember that I do personal readings, so you can order them on my website, or you can send me an email and we'll figure out details. I do both live sessions and recordings that I will be sending a link, that I will have a link for, and we'll send it to you then. Okay, so today, in the spirit of support and affirmations and kind words, I decided to go with the Spirit Junkie deck. I haven't used it for a long time. So let's see what the affirmation of the day is for Divine Feminines watching. Whoa, that actually only one card fell to the floor, so I'm gonna take that one. Da-da-da. And speaking of the lunar events, we have a new moon coming up on the 29th, I believe, and that will be the new moon that starts the year of the snake in the Chinese calendar. So really interesting time, and I'll speak about it some more. If you were born in the year of the snake, this is going to be definitely a special year for you. All right, so feminines, your message is: I see grace and possibility in all of life's challenges. I guess this one's for me. Was my thought that I started the reading with, about the views and algorithms and all that. Yep, grace and possibility. And honestly, I do see a possibility, because in my example, like I was saying, it's not that what I'm doing is somehow wrong, but it's needed somewhere. My energy is needed somewhere else, right? And maybe that means that I'll be posting more on Mindful Bamboo. I want to start doing clips from Mindfully Awake show. I'll be posting more on different spiritual topics. Maybe it would be just an intuitive channeled message that I will come up with and I will want to share with other folks on YouTube, right? So maybe that is something that I actually need to be sharing instead of doing the twin flame readings. For masculines, we see: I breathe calmly and easily. I'm safe in this moment. Safety and breathing, those are the key words in this message, Divine Masculines. First of all, go back to your root chakra, see how you can support it today, cleanse it, activate it. The feeling of safety is primal, or the need for safety is primal for all of us. But it so happens that the root chakra is also considered a masculine chakra. So this is like one of the, or maybe the fundamental energy that masculines really need to feel secure and not even secure, because those are synonyms, to even be able to function. Right? And yeah, breathing techniques are big helpers when it comes to going back to the centered self, when we talk about being present in the moment, and also taking the fear out of your system, at least at that very moment. Because you need, like, if you're in a state of fear, and that could look like anxiety, anger, panic attack, whatsoever, it's kind of like you can't really do much with it. The first thing to do is to get yourself out of that state to safety, basically, right? Just to a balanced state. And then you can do the psychoanalysis of it, or see like, I wonder what it means, and all those things. So like, maybe I should have done something different, right? But step number one is get yourself to safety, and breathing can really help with that. There's a lot of information these days on the breath work. I was actually just listening about that today. Again, the somatic breath work, I might do certification at some point later this year. We'll see how it works out, fingers crossed. I also know someone who combines breath work with sound baths. I mean, not that he's the only one, but I mean, I personally know someone, and I'm attending his sessions, and that's really, really powerful. Like, breath work definitely makes a big difference. Okay, let's see what we have with tarot today. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. This year we're building the happy ever after. I keep getting the signs that this year is big for the twins, because it's like everything that we've learned energetically, mentally, we're now putting into, we've got the seeds now with all those beautiful lessons, with the knowledge, the wisdom, and now we're planting the seeds, and we're gonna see them bloom this year. Maybe we have been planting the seeds, for a little while. That's also a possibility. There are waves of twin flames, and the way that they do the spiritual awakening, and they advance their consciousness. So it's kind of like not exactly everyone at the same time, but it's still pretty close. And yes, I just got a confirmation about that. Ace of Swords fell out. When this card falls out, that's a 100% confirmation that whatever I was just talking about is absolutely true. All right. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. We still have doubts, right? It's like, I'll believe it when I see it, Victoria. That all of this 10 of Pentacles is coming to light. But the truth is, and the big part of the seeing is, like, what do you actually manifest as part of it? What is your 10 Pentacles like? Because it will look very different for each of us, right? And it's not just being with your twin. It can be just that. It can be, okay, when the twin arrives, then we'll figure it out together. I mean, it's a good attitude in terms of like being open-minded and flexible towards like the lifestyle, or maybe even the landscape of where you want to live and how you want to live your life. But the whole idea of that waiting energy, where you're kind of like in the air, just like floating around, and it's like, okay, when my twin arrives, then I'll live a life, then I'll be happy. That part is and 10 of Pentacles is more than anything about happiness. Yes, it is happiness in the 3D reality, with all the resources that are at our disposal on this planet in this lifetime, right? But it is about your happiness, right? How do you see it? What does it mean to you? Do you even know? Those are the questions to ask yourselves. And then the doubt will start fading away, because you'll see those things manifested into your reality. Feminines, your energy is the world clarified by Three of Swords. Yeah, so it kind of continues my train of thought, but this goes into the direction of healing your heart and finishing the cycles where you don't trust or you don't believe in yourself. And it's always kind of like, okay, well, I'll keep my distance for a while and we'll see what happens, right? Or I'll give this project my 100%, but when I see that everybody else is just as committed to it, right? It doesn't really work that way. That's the magical part, that you do that commitment first, if that's important enough for you, right? Which means that, yeah, there is a good chance that the heart is going to be broken, right? But that's where that self-regulation comes in, where first of all, I don't know, there's a saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? Like, you're not just living for that one thing, whether it's a person, a project, a home, whatever it is. There should be more to life than just one aspect of it, right? And it really helps if something doesn't work out in one area of your life to have other areas of your life support you, be your constant, be your foundation, be that concept of stability. But also, it's like the magic is that really it is about doing your part. And I'm not saying like give it your 200%, right? But definitely show your effort, show that you're serious about it, show it to yourself and to the universe first of all, and then to other people, So it's not, think about it that you're not doing it for other people, even if they're involved. You're doing it for yourself because you believe in this, whatever that is. And I'm actually being drawn to this part of the image where the girl is in the center of it, which is like that's the main concept of the world card anyway. You are kind of in the center of the universe, quite literally, in the center of the world. Is your world pictured that way in your life, or you are somewhere in the corner, kind of like stepping in when there's a good opportunity for that, or you feel safe enough, and then stepping out of that circle again, or you are in the middle? Where are you, Divine Feminine? Masculines, your energy is 8 of Wands and Page of Wands. So masculines, and we've seen that for a while now, masculines are really guided to start taking action and moving forward. The problem is that it's like this new upgraded energy that they're living with, and it's not as easy. Like, they know that they need to be doing something different, but nobody gave them a manual to understand what is it exactly, right? So there is a bit of a confusion, a bit of a kind of like just digging their heels even, and not feeling ready. But I would tell you what, Divine Masculines, again, this is partly because you don't feel safe again. But whenever it's new energy or a completely new project or even completely new person in your life that you're building a relationship with, you can't fully feel safe because you don't know enough yet. And there is magic to it as well, to that phase where you're finding out things, you're getting to know each other better, when you are diving into the project and learning more about it, whatever that is. But you can't get rid of that feeling, but you can always have tools to come back to safety within yourself, right? So it's not gonna disappear entirely, but the more you bring yourself back to center, back to now, and build that as a habit, the less worry you will have, right? And you'll be surprised yourself. You'll be asking after a while, like, why am I not worried about this? Like, this is such a big step for me, right? Like a big investment that I committed to, or, moving in with this person, like, oh my God, it's a big deal. And how come I'm not nervous, right? And that's how you train your nervous system. So it's not like people who don't get scared and freaked out that they just don't get that. Of course they do. They just know how to deal with it. They have tools for it. Deal with it in a healthy way, I mean, of course. We're all dealing with it somehow. Additional question for today is the Magician clarified by 8 of Cups. Interesting, right? I feel like this is like one of those laws of manifestation that reminds us that to bring in something new, we need to say goodbye to something old. We need to free up that space. We need to cleanse it, and we need to bring our field to a different vibration. to create that fairy tale that we want to create. What do the feminines need to know about this? Wow, the Empress and Knight of Swords. Yes, you need to be in the Empress mode, but not the Empress that just like sitting pretty. This is the Empress that knows what they want and goes for it, you know? Like this Knight of Swords. It's confident and fast movement. Swords also about words, so it's like communicating clearly and moving towards your goals. So part of what you're letting go of is old belief system more than anything else. Old way of thinking, old way of talking. What is it that you are building right now in this new phase? Forget the automatic habits that you had from the past, which was like, okay, yeah, so I'm supposed to have da-da-da-da-da, I'm supposed to be somewhere, I'm supposed to be doing this. So clearly, if I'm not doing that, that's my goal. No, it cannot be automatic. Go through each of those. If you don't know what those are, you can also start by looking at how you spend your time and energy. And I mean, literally, like documenting everything that you do every day, at least for a week, and what you spend your energy on. And assess for each of those, are you willing to spend that much energy on it? Give it that much of your power. And why? Why is it so important? Masculines, you have 5 of Swords clarified by 10 of Wands. Wow, that's heavy. And you know what? For feminines, I feel like we could also be feeling this, like, from our masculines or, you know, within our inner masculine even, right? Like, there is this burnout, if you wish, right? There is this energy of, like, I don't know where to go from here. Like, the more I try to do my best, the less clarity I get, or the more weird things get. This is part of the process of Divine Masculine. And again, it will help you a ton if you work out the tools for how to calm yourself, how to get rid of the anxiety, of the feeling of, you know, just never being enough or doing enough, right? There are things for that, and there are meditations for that, and there are all kinds of mindful practices for that. How are the feminine seeing the connection? And we have 10 of Swords clarified by 2 of Cups. Yeah, so we're just talking about feminines feeling that heavy energy from the masculine, and they are feeling it. They feel the pain, they feel the suffering, and they still have a dream of this 2 of Cups on the other side of this suffering. But it feels like it's like dark night of the soul, almost like right now, right? It feels quite heavy. So the main message that we receive usually when we get this kind of vibe is that right now is not a time for union. Right now is not the time to come together. So even if you're in communication with your DM, but you may be feeling lately like you don't want to talk to them as much as you used to, that's normal. And you can just explain to them that, you know, you need some time and space for yourself, or, you know, you're busy with other things, right? And that, you know, you still care, but you just need a bit of time without them. And that's totally fine. Because remember that we don't want to pick up the burden of another person onto ourselves. We're not supposed to be martyrs that are supposed to suffer with our loved ones. How are the masculine seeing the connection? Ace of Wands clarified by 3 of Cups. Masculines definitely want to celebrate together, to have fun together. They may be daydreaming even of, you know, depending on what fun is for your DM or for you DMs, right? Whether it's like a dinner in a nice restaurant, or going to a show, or going to a hike, maybe if you live somewhere in the countryside, right? Like that's some beautiful, special place. Yeah, and masculines actually reminiscing about some of the things they've already experienced, and even if they experience them with a different person, divine feminines, they definitely want to do whatever that was, whatever brought them all those great impressions. They want to do this with you and show you this wonderful time and have this dive into this well of beautiful feelings and emotions together, right? There's passion burning up, but I would just say For those masculines who are watching and who feel, some urges in terms of physical intimacy, or maybe feel like some kind of pain because of the lack of physical intimacy with the feminine, again, go back to the root chakra and work with that. Root and sacral, actually, right? But it feels like root should come first, because that was the major card, and root comes first anyway. That's the first chakra, right? And then go for sacral as well, and see how you can balance those out, because especially when masculine energy doesn't feel safe, then that's when the rest of the masculine chakras start kind of like going off here and there, and they get disbalanced as well. There's a big connection there. So remember about that and see what you can do chakra wise or energy wise. Maybe there's something else in your toolbox that you can use for that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Please, please, please like and subscribe and comment and share. And yeah, we'll see if I show up tomorrow. Hopefully I will. If not, then have a great weekend, guys. And until next time,